Hi and welcome to Cathe TV. This is our STS check-in and I'm going to be reviewing discs 7, 8, and 9. In this week we had 65% of our 1 rep max. That's what we had last week as well. We just pushed it and really got our game faces on. We knew what was coming. We had some old exercises mixed with some new, but the big standout in disc 7, which was chest, shoulders, and biceps, was definitely the push-ups. We had so much variety. Challenges that probably caught you very off guard, but how did you do? Did you push through it? I mean, even if you can't complete all of them and just gave it your best, that's all we ask for. Especially, how about that one with 30 single reps at the end? I was like, no way. 19 got really ugly. I'm so glad the camera wasn't rolling for that. But I really enjoyed the challenge, and they were put in a way that really brought fire to the chest, unlike I experienced in the other weeks. I don't know how you felt about that. Shoulders, tons of overhead presses, which I personally find really shape the shoulders nicely. Hits all 3 heads of the shoulders. We had standing, alternating, seated, lots of nice varieties with front presses as well. And those front presses are sneaky, aren't they? They burn, especially when we did it in 21's format. And biceps, we had lots of curls and lots of variety. We were standing, we were seated, we were down in our preacher curl position, wide grip, narrow grip, top to bottom, working it from all angles, always a good thing. Now in disc 8, we had back and triceps. Again, many pull-ups in there, always defining our back nicely. How about that drop set on dumbbell row drop set we had for the rowing action? That probably caught you off guard, where we did 10, rested 10 more, and then 10 more again. I got a nice fire in there. That last set really stung. So hopefully you had your weight selection just right, because it works like a charm. And then in tricep, we had the band burners for back as well. That's always burns. Those Ys, oh my goodness, at the very top, it really gets up in the trapezius area nicely. Then we also had band burners that carried over into tricep work. At one point, we even had a superset. You were standing doing double arms with the dumbbell, kickbacks there, and then we put it down and went right to 1-arm tricep press downs. And I hope you remember next time you do the program to start with the other arm, because obviously one has rested quite a bit, but it really gets in there nicely. And we also in disc 9 now have legs. We introduced sit and slides there, which are a fantastic exercise, feel real good on the glutes and buns there. Go down shallow to begin with, and if you can go deeper, great. If not, if you're feeling any discomfort in your knees, make sure that you see the segment where I reviewed a modification for sit and stands. So sit and slides and sit and stands have that same modification that I showed you. So check it out if you haven't seen it yet. We also had deadlifts, great variety of deadlifts, from wide stance to standing on the platform to feet together, feet a little wider. I really enjoy all variations of the deadlifts. Now, you also notice that we did a 1-leg deadlift version this time. So a little more core, a little more balance come into it, but boy, do you really feel a fantastic stretch in the hamstring, especially as you hinge forward there. So that's a real nice challenge for you. We also had the paper plate exercises. Of course, they always burn, but this time we also brought the paper plate exercises into the bonus work, and I am sure you felt that. That really targeted the glutes, the inner thigh, and the hamstrings very specifically. You even got a little bit of core. You'll always have core anytime you're working with plates or your body's elevated and the weight's on the feet. It's inevitable, but it's also a bonus. So if you feel any discomfort, though, in your back doing any of those exercises, do just a few and work up to building up the endurance in your back. That pretty much is a great review of those 3 discs. Let's look ahead now into the following weeks. This is going to be the last week in the muscle endurance phase. You're going to increase your weight to 70% of your 1 rep max, which is laying the foundation for the hypertrophy phase, which will come after that. So you're going to hit weights a little heavier. You're going to have a few new exercises, not many though. This is the time to just really give it everything with heavier weight, so that you do prepare for the heavier mesocycle that's coming up, mesocycle 2 hypertrophy. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that in this segment, but I will on the next segment. So I think we have some time now for some question and answers, so let's move into that.